My initial impression is consumable items will see a lot more use. They're a lot more accessible due to crafting. Since you can craft wherever you want, you can replenish your stock as you travel. There's also less hesitation to use them, since you won't be spending runes to buy them. One thing that I've noticed is that there's no scaling value shown for throwable items, at least not the ones shown in the network test. In Dark Souls 3, firebombs and throwing knives scaled with your strength and dexterity. It seems like there might be a lower maximum flask count, since you can replenish them via enemy kills and scarabs. I think this will mean more flask charges overall. On the other hand, this could also mean fewer bonfires. I'm hoping this is the case. Ashen did a great job of showing off replenishable flasks, with longer distance between bonfires. Now that there's a crafting system, I wonder if vendors will focus on crafting ingredients and unique items, rather than consumables. The Spirit Caller's Bell summons spirits via ashes. This item's already owned in the network test. I wonder where you'd find it in the release build. I wasn't able to find a correlation between FP cost and whether a summoned spirit is better as a tank or support. The Noble Sorcerer is super cheap at 10 FP, and overall isn't very effective. The Northern Mercenary is expensive at 100 FP. A group of Wandering Nobles costs 30 FP, and the Lone Wolf Ashes cost 55 FP. The best use overall for summon spirits seems to be for spellcasters in solo PvE. They buy a lot of breathing room and plenty of time to cast. Here are some of the consumable items I found in the network test. Bone knives are simple throwing knives, and while they don't do great damage, they're quick and convenient. They cost small animal bones to craft, and my initial impression is they should be a bit easier to get. Throwing daggers are similar to bone knives, and so far I don't see what sets them apart. At the very least, they don't seem to be craftable. Fire pots are the Elden Ring version of firebombs. I'm not sure of their damage, but they're at least convenient to craft. You don't need to chase or kill wildlife, you can just pick up stray mushrooms as you go. Rune Fragments are a crafting material, and also serve as throwable rocks. Unfortunately, I couldn't find any footage of them in use. Heavy Meteorite fragments create a small wave of damage when used. They deal great damage, but they cost FP to use, and unfortunately they're not very FP efficient. I also found the Crimson Crystal Tear and Cerulean Crystal Tear, but I never found a flask of Wondrous Physic. I've heard that it works like an Estus flask with special properties.